You know what everybody loves? Food that tastes great and is easy to make quickly. This dish is all about simplicity and big flavor. I'm talking about peperonata, or you might know it by its boring name, sausage and peppers, but I like peperonata more. Anyways, let's get into it. First, let's settle on a skillet. This is the pan that's pretty much gonna decide if you're about to have a good time or a great time. Any sturdy pan will work, but it's important that you make sure the walls of the pan are high enough to support the amount of food you're gonna prepare. Set that on the stove and preheat it on high heat. For our peppers, we're gonna use simple and delicious bell peppers. It's your call on which colors you go with, but I think it's best to use the big three: green, yellow, and red. You wanna cut around the core of the peppers and then slice the pieces into strips. Once that's done, you can set those aside in a bowl. The onions are gonna be cut into a similar shape, and to do that, we're gonna slice the onion in half and then cut across the width of the onion to get these sort of straw-like shapes. I like to use an entire onion for this dish, so I'll do this to both sides of the onion. For garlic, I like to go with the pre-minced stuff for the convenience, but the truth is, fresh garlic will probably taste a bit better here. Either way, you can use just about as much of this stuff as you want. And if that bit of loosey-goosey directions wasn't your cup of tea, then you're probably happy to hear that we host all of our full print-ready recipes on our website at capitalfinemeats.ca/recipes. We even have a conversion tool that lets you scale the recipe up or down based on your desired number of serving sizes. Okay, on to our protein. We're using Capital mild Italian sausage, but you could also use hot Italian sausage if you want that extra kick. We're gonna slice the sausage into bite-sized pieces, making sure that we can keep the skin intact. This is gonna cause the sausages to puff up when they're cooked, which is the way my mom does it, and that makes it the best way to do it. We wanna go over to our now hot and preheated skillet, where we're gonna start searing our sausage. We want to render out some of the fat in the sausage, as well as get a nice brown sear on each side. And once the sausage is well seared, we could set it aside and start sauteing the bell peppers. Now, when it comes to sauteing the bell peppers, you don't want to stir them too much. We want them to get a little charred in some places, which will really enhance the flavor. If things are looking a little bit too dry, you can always add a little bit more olive oil, okay? That's just gonna help the peppers cook and get that nice golden color instead of burning. After a minute or two, you can go ahead and add the onions. Now, the peppers take a bit longer to cook than the onions, and that's why they go in first. The key here is to let everything saute until they're just tender, but still have a bit of crunch. This not only preserves the bright colors of the peppers, but also their natural sweetness. When the veggies are nearly done and looking like this, we can add our minced garlic and about a cup of passata. Passata, for people who have no idea what I'm talking about, is just strained tomato. It's like crushed tomato, but even finer and has a really smooth texture with a bright flavor. We're gonna toss the sausages back into the skillet, mixing them with the vegetables and passata, and then we're gonna add a teaspoon of dried oregano. After a few minutes, you could finish off the dish with some fresh parsley and red chili flakes for that extra kick. Now, you can eat it just like this or serve it on a bed of pasta or rice. Totally up to you. A great tip, and the way I like to eat it, is with a side of a really crusty, nice roll of bread. Oh, peperonata. It's the best. Boom. Peperonata. It doesn't get any easier than that. This is a beautiful looking plate of food. It's delicious. It smells amazing. It was dead simple, easy. This is comfort food. It could get a little bit messy, but that's okay. Let's go in for a bite. Let's get Nick behind the camera.
What's the phrase in Italy? Holy That's good.
If you enjoyed this recipe, leave us a comment or hit that like button. And if you love this recipe, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can see more Capital Kitchen every time we post. If you need to see some more now, check out our page, or you could check out our website at capitalfinemeats.ca. And thank you for watching. I've been your host, Alexander, and I'll see you next time.